Okay, I'm at the Umpqua Bank in Bellevue. It's at 1000 Bellevue Way Northeast. Looking at this property again for Wallace Properties. Maggie is my contact, and then I also have Tom James here, Regional Facilities Manager. What we were looking at today was asphalt repair in the back and a bid option for asphalt repair in the front. It's also going to include a little bit of ADA correction here. Right now this ADA ramp is not compliant, nor is the ADA stall area. Right now it's at 3.5% and 1.7 on the run slope. So there's going to need to be some corrections there. But let's go back to the base bid. So base bid on asphalt, we've got remove and replace 32 by 20, 27 by 20, 10 by 40, and 38 by 20. That includes this whole back area. And I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. Then we've got, in the base bid, we've got stall striping. We've got 25 stalls, 3 painted arrows, 2 of them being in the back, 1 here and 1 there, and then you've got 1 at the entrance. We got 1 ADA stencil, and then a new painted crosshatch of 50 feet to the right of the handicap stall. Okay, so now the bid option for asphalt will be a 58 by 130 complete remove and replace of asphalt in the front area of the parking lot. Okay, now let's go to the front of the bank here. We've got 2 panels on the walkway that need to be removed and replaced, 5 by 6 and a 5 by 10. Both are surrounding with bricks on each side, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. But we've got remove and replace 5 by 6 and 5 by 10, and that's at 6 inches. Then we've got the removal of this whole area here in green in order to make this ADA compliant. You got 23 by 18 and then 8 by 18 for our asphalt transition. So these 2 measurements right here, we're going to assume 3-inch depth, and then placement of a 5-inch, because it's going to go from 3 inches here and then gradually make its way up a little bit higher to approximately about 6 inches right at the corner here of the sidewalk. The purpose here is to bring this to a 2%, so that way there's no ramp here, and we'll just have a landing on the 5 by 10 concrete pad, and then it'll ramp up to the existing sidewalk. You'll see the run slope is at 6% and the cross slope is at 2.8%. Okay, so we shouldn't have too much of an issue there with creating that ramp going up, as long as we put a landing there and then bring it right out to the asphalt here. This asphalt will gradually make its way up and be flush with the concrete sidewalk. And then the asphalt will transition down to where the red line is. That's about equivalent to 1 parking stall right there. All right. We got tree root damage over here in the corner. So when we go to rip out this asphalt, we're ripping out a concrete ramp, plus we're ripping out some tree roots along the side here. This wheel stop will be removed but relocated back onto the same spot when all is said and done. This surface mounted ADA sign and post will have to be popped off and then refastened to the new concrete. This area right here that you see, there's some cracked there's some cracked concrete that's right here that precision concrete cutting might be able to do. If for some reason they cannot do this, then we might have to come back with an additional price later to replace this concrete. All right, so let's take a look at the measurements, what the current existing asphalt looks like. There's a lot of alligator cracking throughout the parking lot, and that's why we're doing a bid option to remove and replace this. A lot of tree root damage up here. You've only got 1 entrance, and then you got the exit on the back side. So this whole parking lot will have to be shut down if we were to do this remove and replacement. The back side of the building we can use for staging, as well as on the north side of the building when this is closed down. Okay, we have a catch basin that's down here at the end. Right now, that's the only iron I see, but we'll take a look around the building. On this concrete here, you can see it's more of an exposed kind of concrete, but we'll do a broom finish on this up to this point. The bricks stay. Okay, so we take out concrete within the bricks, but leave the bricks, and we stop right here. Okay, that area right there might be an option for later to remove this whole section here if precision concrete cutting cannot grind that down. All right, let me push pause and take you to the back side. So here's the catch basin before I get to the back. One catch basin. It all looks like it's pretty good, so when all the asphalt gets replaced, that lid will just be reset back to where it was. Okay, we've got this area in the back here. This is all included. Comes around this planter, comes over here, and then stops at the concrete and works your way around this concrete right here. Okay, I forgot to mention there's a one-way stencil right here and one arrow, so let's add one arrow to that quantity and one stencil that's 12 inches that says one way. Okay, then back here I'll show you the measurements. Okay, so you can see there's some areas that have sunk here, there, and right over here, and this is why we've got a measurement coming out to the dumpster. It goes right around that meter box, follows the concrete pad here, goes all along the concrete wall. This will end up being ripped out, tree roots and everything, and we're just going to do asphalt all the way through. Okay, this is 3-inch depth back here as well. You've got an iron lid here of 12 inches. Makes its way around. You got a catch basin. You got quite a bit of tree root damage along the side here. I've made my marks. A lot of tree root following this concrete wall here. Here's your catch basin. We jog over here, saw cut down here along this curb. All of this stays, by the way, right here. All of this will stay. Then we jog back over and then do a straight shot, saw cut right through here, and we would replace this asphalt here. We would take out the tree root damage that's right there. We do not need to put any striping along this side here, but we do, however, have an arrow there. This area right here, we want to include this as removal as well. This area right here is a 20 by 8 asphalt area to remove, 3-inch removal, but do not put back asphalt. Instead, we're going to do a 20-foot 6 by 8-inch curb, tying right here to this curb and up to that curb. One thing we got to keep in mind is that there's a little iron lid here. So as we put this curb in, we'll have to do a little bit of handwork to go around it. All right. So this is the back side of the building. Okay. There's going to be some drain work that comes out to here, but I'm not sure exactly how that's going to look. All right. Hours of operation. Store hours are 9 to 5. And then you got your drive-up hours there as well. So it's 9 to 5 and 9 to 6 on Friday. And then the drive-up hours are 9 to 6 on Friday, 9 to 5 the rest of the days of the week, weekdays. Okay, I think that's it for now.